For my homily this evening, I have written a poem. It's simply titled Christmas Eve. 'Twas the night before Christmas. They left in a lurch, for everyone was rushing to get to the church. They stood in long lines that went round the block. And the neighbors wondered about this flock. They stood outside praying and hoping those massive large doors would finally come open. The race to the pews to find a seat looked like an Olympic heat. We're open every week, we said with all our might. Shall I repeat that one? We're open every week, we said with all our might, knowing nothing can compete with this holy night. The pews were all packed from balcony to floor. There was hardly any room even at the door. Some were anxious about tomorrow, both believers and non. Some were searching for something. Some were there just for fun. They came with questions about God, his kin, and his kith. Is it all real, they asked, or is it a myth? Is God dead or alive? Who will ever know? Can we find him in the poets, Milton, Dante, Blake, or Poe? Can we find him in science, philosophy, or art, in laboratory, or syllogism, in theorem, or heart? Or is it in a manger, on a cross, or in a tomb? The questions crossed their minds as they sang old carols in that room. A room they had come to for years with their friends, searching for the Messiah while pondering their own ends. They wondered how they'd find him like Persian kings long ago. They wondered how they'd know him amidst this spectacle, this show. The choirs were all robed, the candles all lit, the preacher was reading from the Holy Writ. Outside it was dark cold like a night long ago when one homeless couple made its way by the glow of a star that everyone could see, even old Herod and the wise men three. Everyone, that is, but the keeper of the inn, whose patience with the homeless was wearing thin. Outside with the animals, he barked, pointing to the barn. At least out there you both can keep warm, for amidst the odor of barnyard manure, there is the hot breath. Your shivers it will cure. With a nod of their heads, they headed off to the shelter, only to find others strewn about, helter-skelter, others like them with no home but the street, no family, no friends, no shoes for their feet. Amidst a blood-thatched birth, the child was born, swaddled, wiped clean in the dark mid-morn. But even there, God provided as they knew he would, for kind folks that night were out doing good. Fresh from a service on Christmas Eve, they brought food and song, then took their leave like angels above and shepherds below. They brought their gifts and their joy to bestow. Why had they come? Why had they sung? Was it for themselves? Or was he the one? Perhaps we'll never know why we are here, why we light candles that flicker each year. Is it a deep yearning that some hope will assuage the hope of the race held out age to age? Is it a child born homeless one night in the city of David, bathed in bright Christmas light? Or is it the man he became one day, Savior and Lord, showing us the way, the one who brings peace, who makes us lay down our swords, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords? Oh, so that's why we came. That's why we're here. on the night before Christmas, year after year.